all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain flowing to the ocean. Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. We all come from the
Kurt Scott is a St. Paul man who practices his own brand of solo paganism.
Is that people confuse Wicca and think that people that are Wiccans are devil worshippers. And I think that may have come from Hollywood, and because of the symbolism, like the pentagram. And Hollywood has sort of taken this symbol right here and has perverted it to a point of making, you know, a lot of horror movies and things, when really it just represents earth, air, water, fire, and spirit. Or if you really look closely at it, it's really a man with his hands stretched out, or a man trying to perfect himself. They tried to Christianize the pagans in Europe. I think they may have taken Pan, the old fertility god, or any one of the male fertility gods, and changed that into the devil. It's like the god of the old religion became the devil of the new religion. And that's kind of what I think happened there.
Both the old and the new gods are now honored at the graves of veterans at military cemeteries, thanks to the work of groups like the Upper Midwest Pagan Alliance. Penny Tupi, a member of the Pagan Alliance, also serves as high priestess for her coven.
The lobbying for the Pentacle had been going on for 9 years, and that was spearheaded by Circle Sanctuary in Wisconsin, and taken up in a lawsuit by Americans United for separation of church and state. And we came in kind of at the tail end, had a big ritual, got some press, celebrated heavily when we won later in the year.
The more I learn about pagans, the harder it is to believe anyone would be threatened by them, but it continues to happen.
I lost a client because of I had a client that I was working with very closely, doing lots of good work, and when she asked me what my religion was, and I told her, she decided that was not something she wanted to continue to associate with. And I felt bad about it, and I supported her right to choose that. My kids have been picked on at school, and sometimes I think that's just about being different rather than it is about being pagan.
Beliefs, you know, go really, really deep, and sometimes it depends on what was drilled into you when you were a kid. And Wiccans enjoy living life in the present moment and living now, and we're not really concerned or worried about some place that's going to happen after our death. And Wiccans basically celebrate the seasons, and that's what all of our major religious holidays are basically, you know, about 45 days apart. There's 8 different festivals throughout the year.
Here, this depiction of Isis reminds us of the original meaning of Easter, also known as Ostara. Ostara can be celebrated in conjunction with the spring solstice. Ceremony is an important part of pagan ritual.
Hail the guardians of the watchtowers up in north. Guard, witness, and protect this right, so that all who worship may do so in perfect love and in perfect trust.
Men and women are equal partners in the Wiccan culture.
Women, and I guess I can only speak from white culture because that's what I am, but women have, over multiple centuries, lost their empowerment. And so when you look at white women's culture, what do we have that's sacred anymore? We don't have our attachment to the earth. We don't have a profound respect for the trees and the rivers. I mean, individuals do, but as a culture we don't. And we don't have a profound respect for feminine, not just women, feminine, those things that give life and that nurture life. So if you take that a step larger than white women, you look at farmers, you look at teachers, you look at at nurses and primary healers, and you look at children. And in our culture and in our way of viewing the world, those things are not given the same importance that things that make money are given.